Hey there, YouTube. California Prepper here. This is going to be a VR to Long13Hair's End of the World contest. Just a little warning, guys. If you guys hear any screaming or bumping around in the back, it's my two kids, my 3.5 and 4-year-old. They're a little rambunctious in the morning. So, sorry, I'm trying to shoot this video a little earlier while they're still awake. So, here we go. He actually wants to see how we are prepared for whether it be an alien invasion, an economic collapse, whatever it may be, an EMP, a CMP, all those things could happen, and he just wants to see how we're prepared. Other than my food storage that I have stocked up, which isn't much, maybe 9 months tops, one of my main concerns is I have a wife and 2 kids, and Daddy can go 2 weeks without eating. I've done it before, but my kids can't. Now there's 3 things that are on the top of my list for my family. A is safety. Can I keep them safe? What do you need to keep them safe? B, shelter. Gotta have something over their head. Keep them out of the rain. Gotta be able to keep them warm. And C is fed. Got to keep something in their bellies so they're not hungry. Keep them moving, keep them strong, keep them healthy. And that is all going to come down on me as the father to be able to provide for his family. So, one of the things, whether it's an EMP, a CEMP, martial law, economic collapse, disaster, whatever it is, food is going to be one of the main things you need. You're going to need to be able to feed your family. So one of the things that I prep for most is, how am I going to feed my family if there's not a grocery store anymore? Or if they're not taking cash, or if they're not taking credit, or this or that. What are we supposed to do to feed our families? So that's what I prep for. Now these here I think will work out in many situations. I don't know if you guys are familiar with these things here. These are called the yo-yo fishing reels, and they sell them all over the place online. You can check them out. And what you do is you set these, you tie them to a tree or something that's hanging over a body of water. You tie them up, you set them with some bait, and you set it. And when a fish comes along and bites, it automatically releases the spring and action zips it back and sets the hook in the fish's mouth, and it reels it in, and it leaves it. You can set the distances on the rope, so if you want to pull it completely out of the water, and set up a bell or something to where it rings when it goes off, or you can just, have it set to where it still stays in the water to where your fish doesn't go bad, or it's not just hanging there for bears or other critters to come get before you. You can just, leave it there overnight, come back in the morning after, sleeping all night, and, there's usually a fish sitting there, swimming around on the other end. He's tired himself out already from trying to fight to get away all night, and now all you got to do is pull him on up and you got breakfast. What's awesome about these is I bought 24 of them. They come in 12 packs or they come in 3 packs. I got 24 of them, 2 dozen, and I think the cheapest I found, I got 2 dozen for $55 delivered right to my door. But they're awesome. Like I said, I got 2 dozen of them, and if I was just to set half of them at once, that would be like having 12 people sitting there constantly fishing for me while I'm out either hunting, gathering, building shelter, whatever else you have to do, even if it's just catching some sleep. You set these, you go to sleep, and in the morning, hopefully, I almost guarantee you one of these is going to be one, if not more. Every person that I've seen that's used these, actually out in the field, said that, they set 7 of them, and almost every time there's 3-4 fish out there. Sometimes they left them too long and came back and there was nothing but a fish head attached, but that's when you just gotta, make sure to check them every now and again, every couple hours. So those are really amazing tools to feed your family in a situation where, it might not be too safe just to be sitting on a stream fishing, in a time like that. So you can set these and hightail it back, get back to your camp, get back to some cover, and as soon as they go off, like I said, you can either set bells to them or you can just come check them every now and again, and they really do produce some food and put some meat on the table when you need it. Next up, these are all items really that I used because in a situation like that, you're going to have to be very quiet and stealthy in procuring your food. You're not just going to be able to, pull out your shotgun or your rifle and take everything out, because, imagine how quiet it's going to be when there's no TVs, no ACs, no stereos, no cars, no trains. Everybody is going to be listening. And, even a 22 can be heard from a mile away, mile and a half, in modern day. So imagine when everything's quiet, completely quiet, not a sound around, and you hear a gunshot. You're going to want to stay as low-key as you can and try and operate without people really knowing your area of operation. So, with that being said, that's why I went and first I got this crossbow. I actually picked this up off a wholesale site that I shop through online, and I got it for $79. It's a 150 pound draw on there. It's my first crossbow I've ever had. I just have it just in case. I've never shot it otherwise, but I'm planning on doing it here soon. A buddy of mine also has a crossbow, and we're gonna go out and do some crossbow shooting just so I can get the hang of it. It's pretty nice. It's very heavy. It's a lot heavier than a lot of my other. It's actually heavier than my shotgun stock, to tell you the truth. It's all wood. It's a very, very beautiful crossbow. I'd pick it up right now, but I'd knock everything else over that I have set up. So I'll go into some more details on that on another video. But great crossbow, great way to procure food without hearing a big kaboom and giving away your AO. So that's pretty cool. Another thing I have set up, or before I get into that, this is something that man has been using for hundreds of years to take small game. And that's just a good old-fashioned slingshot. And it doesn't matter if you have, these ball bearings. Yeah, those are nice. Those will do the trick. Rocks have worked for many a years. But if you really want to buy something but you don't want to spend the money on the bearings and stuff, I think I have a bag over here. Or I did it. Just get marbles. Some plain old glass marbles from the Dollar Tree. You can get little bags of 250 marbles for $1. That's 250, rounds for a slingshot. And those are completely round, so they fly very true. And they do the job. So, great tool to have in your backpack. It folds up. You can fit it right in your back pocket. And you have yourself a nice way that to take out animals quietly and unlimited ammo source. Rocks. There's all sorts of stuff you have shot out of these as a kid. So I know there's a lot of stuff you can use as ammo for these. The options are only limited to your imagination. So going on with that slingshot theory, I went, and most of you here on YouTube that are in the prepping mindset, check out Dave Canterbury's channel. And this is one of his sling bow designs that he came up with, the Pocket Hunter sling bow. Right here's the adapter that makes it able to shoot arrows or bolts for your crossbow or whatnot, but this makes it able to shoot arrows. And you can also use this for fishing. If you put I have a fishing arrow set up with a different tip for fishing, and you wrap your spool around, you flip this head around, and it has a little piece right here on the front that you wrap your bank line around, and you're good to go. This is a very, very great tool, very creative. I can't believe that it hadn't been thought of sooner, and just a great tool to have in your bag. So this here was only $49.99, and that included an extra marksman. It was $40 just for the adapter, or $50 for the marksman slingshot with it. So I figured might as well get an extra slingshot too, because you never know. You know, it's always good to have an extra. Now I can have one for my wife's bag and one for mine and whatnot. I also have pellet guns, which you guys have seen. I have a Crosman 7.6 or Pumpmaster 760. It's not the nicest, it's not the strongest, but it's quiet and it'll take small game. I'm fairly confident this will take out anything up to a rabbit size. I have different pellets that are specified for hunting. I have the pointed tips, I have the hollow points, I have the wad cutters, I have the round tips. I do want to get some of the ones with the different kind of polymer heads and whatnot, but I haven't got up to those yet. But this is these are some good choices because I mean pellet guns are quiet. They have some that are you know, right there with the 22 neck and neck, you know. But the great thing about these is the quietness. A 22, yeah, it'll take something out, but you're going to give yourself away. A pellet gun, for the most part, are a lot quieter. And a lot of the newer ones, you know, if you get into the Gammo ones with the big cats and the silent stalkers or whatnot, they have some pretty nice pellet guns. But those ones will run you a lot more than these ones. I think this retails for maybe $40 at Walmart. I got it for $10 off Craigslist, and it's probably the best thing you could get for $10. It also came with this thing of BBs, which is awesome. BBs will take out birds, small game, you know. But I saved the pellets for the larger game. And what's awesome about that Crossman is it takes BBs and pellets. The Daisy Red Ryder that I just got for my daughter, that I'm showing you guys here. This will take out, you know, little birds and stuff like that. Field mice and stuff, but it's not going to take out you know, any rabbits or anything like that. This is mostly just, you know, for teaching my kids the responsibilities of being a safe and responsible gun owner and being safe with the gun, and I'd rather teach them with something that they can just hurt themselves with instead of blow their foot off with. So if they start learning now, they'll be already ready to handle a gun when they get older. So that's why I have both of these. My son's is the Crossman and my daughter's is the Red Ryder, and they happen to love them very much. Yeah, that's that about those. So this is going to conclude my VR to Long13Hair's End of the World contest. Like I said, my biggest worry is feeding my family in a time of crisis. So, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of crisis is going on, you're going to need to be able to feed your family. If you can't do that, you're already dead. So, hope you guys like the VR. Hope you like it, brother. And talk to you guys soon. California Prepper out.